You know, every single time we come out here, a new story is made. It doesn't have to be big, and it's not necessarily in that sort of grandiose sort of fashion, but, people ask me, what is this podcast? What's a podcast all about? And sometimes I have a difficult time explaining exactly what it really is. But in a nutshell, really, After Dark FPV is a podcast about making stories. It's a podcast about making stories with your friends, spending time with them, and creating memories that you'll not just want to share with each other, but you'll actually want to share with everyone else too. That's what After Dark FPV is about. Making stories and creating memories. Episode 5, March 4th, 2018.
The whole squad is back here. It feels good. It feels good. We are all back to one piece now.
The team's back together now.
Yeah, all right, right. So the day is March 3rd, Sunday. It's another drone day.
Wait.
Oh,
It's March 4th. March 4th.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry.
March 4th, and it's another After Dark FPV podcast. This is episode number 5. I am Phil. I'm joined here by my other co-hosts, Nick and Rob, and we got a fantastic show for you guys. How you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good.
I'm doing awesome.
How am I on the mic level? Because I know I didn't really set up with you guys. I literally just showed up right now.
It's
Good?
set,
Good.
it's set perfect.
Good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe just put my name on this mic, huh?
Oh, no.
No?
I won't.
Oh.
Well, you guys use like the similar mics, so it wouldn't be like it'd be hard to tell each other.
That's what I'm
apart.
saying, or just whatever channel I start on.
Channel
Well,
like-
I'm just going to take a nap for like 15 minutes.
This guy.
You guys
yeah.
just
So
work.
Rob
You
was
do.
actually when did you come back from Vegas?
When? An hour ago.
An hour ago. Literally, you were.
I just took a nap for like
Are you
an hour.
serious?
No, for reals.
Yeah.
Dude,
How's the traffic?
it was horrible. It took
Hey,
5 hours.
you told me it was going to take 3.5.
Yeah, I thought so too until there was like two like weirdly areas that took like a half an hour long extra each. So it basically took like an extra hour. So it's normally about 3.5 hours.
Otherwise
it took
known
about
as
4.5
the Spearmint
hours
Rhino.
plus. So it took like 5 hours.
Deja vu.
And I'm so tired.
Hey, well, you made it out here,
Of course
and
I
you
did.
made it out here with a bountiful brain of stories to tell about XDC in Las Vegas.
Yes. A whole bachelorette party. I literally was like, I have to leave. I got a podcast to do.
How you doing, Nick?
I'm doing good.
Nice. Coming in hot on the heels of just installing Butterfly.
Yep. I bit
You
the bullet.
installed it?
Yep.
What?
Like an hour ago.
That's right. We'll get into it more. Nick literally gave me a call like 20 minutes before the podcast. It's like, hey, how do you boot a board?
I called him for the casino floor too. He was talking to me about that. Literally like how many hours
Well,
ago.
no. That's when I was thinking about it.
Yes, okay.
And then
Yeah.
like an hour before we got here, I installed it on my computer and I said, hey, let's do this.
It's the
All
time
right.
to do it, right? All right. As far as topics on today's show, we're just gonna go over quickly. The pit tuning we went over last week. We had some issues with our Spec Racer,
Yep.
and we're just gonna go over a recap and what we did to fix the issues, if it's fixed or not.
I hope it is.
Me too. We're just gonna go over the last couple multicam recaps we had. We had some really cool footage, chasing a couple cars, chasing a Mustang, doing donuts,
Oh, yeah.
and I think there's some special potential there, and it's very watchable. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I've just been watching it on my own. Just like I
Honestly-
turn the audio off and I put on my own music, but I just put it on and I just like, it's just background enjoyment, you know?
Yeah, I put mine on a loop as well. I just sit there and watch it. I don't know why. It's my wife comes in, she's like, "What are you watching?" And I'm like, "My drone footage." I don't know. It's just fun.
I honestly have not got time to pull mine out. I'm in trouble. I'm sorry, guys.
Let's see. And we're also going to go over the new upcoming multi-GP events we got going on here. Race season is just warming up here, and Walter has entered
What's
the
up,
arena. What's
Walter?
going on, Walter?
Yo.
Now, Walter actually just hosted a Whoop House last night.
Yeah,
A
I
Whoopie
missed
Whoop
that.
Whoop House, and it was actually
Sorry, man.
pretty good turnout. Large number of people out there.
Yeah, I don't know
Let's-
if I missed out in fun, but I definitely missed out in whooping. How about that?
You did miss out on the Whoop House, but you
Yeah.
did gain on something else.
Oh, don't worry, bro.
I saw
miss
the
out on any
tower.
tower. I think
the
I had my own
whooping-
tower.
The
Whoop
7-gate
tower.
whoop tower of terror. We're just gonna quickly go over some interesting videos or any media we've seen recently, and then we're just gonna call out for any RC cars to come out and hopefully survive next time.
Yeah.
But let's go into the first topic. Piddity pids for the Spec Racer.
Yeah.
So, the last we went off, we actually have a video on the After Dark website. Went over the whole process, went over all tuning process, and I guess you want to give a little rundown on, the second half of that tuning and how it went?
Yes. So, basically, the way we had a little issue, but it wasn't with the quad. It was more of like how I normally wire my quads.
Oh.
And I run the camera off of the Unify, and apparently it's a no-no.
Wait, no, but the arm dipping.
Oh, yes. The arm dipping was, I thought because of a bad ESC,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I swapped an ESC, and everything's good now. So I went and flew it. I rewired rewired everything, and it was all right. Like, it was flying okay, but the issue I had was the way that I wired up the camera. It wasn't liking it, because that was the time where I wired the grounds,
Do you remember which ESC
calming
you swapped?
grounds. Front left, I want to
Okay.
say,
Okay.
something like that.
Number 4.
Yeah, number
yeah.
4 probably.
Okay.
But the only bummer part was I didn't get a bunch of packs on it, because I was trying to put common ground going on that VTX, and I was getting horrible video.
That was that.
I couldn't even fly it.
The one time you rewired it incorrectly.
Yeah, so I rewired it. I brought it out, and then I literally didn't get to test it out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of and that was basically the last time I flew.
Okay.
until now.
So we just have one slight video wiring issue.
Yeah.
And then after that, we should be
It's
able
actually
to-
fixed now.
Oh, it's fixed now? Okay.
So everything's good.
So we can actually take it out tonight, perhaps. Maybe.
If I was a smart guy and I brought it with me. So I didn't even bring it with me.
Dude, Nick brought his floss.
I even brought my
out,
floss.
and it's built, and it's
Bro,
looking like a
dude.
looker.
I know. I'm
and,
so I honestly I didn't even think about it. I had all of my flight pack stuff with me when I went to Vegas.
Oh yeah.
It's
yeah.
in my car. I got home
Oh.
literally 45 minutes ago. I didn't even bring anything into the house. I went and I slept. Jake was like, "How was the ride?" I was like, 5 hours long, and then I went to sleep. And then I woke up right now, and I was like, "Well, all my stuff's in the car. I'll just bring it with me." But I didn't think about the race quad.
Oh,
all I
see,
have
I
is my
see.
night quad
Yeah,
and
yeah.
my
Okay.
freestyle quad
I
on
see.
my Velcro to my pack.
Yeah.
So that's all I
Okay.
have with me.
I see.
unfortunately.
It's okay. We'll let you off this time.
I guess.
Okay. So, I mean, it's a simple fix. I mean, I think to follow up on that, I'll probably, if my delivery for my parts come by tomorrow, which it should, it's scheduled to. Might be a day late or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. But if it does come by tomorrow, I should be able to get my racer up. So that should be a second one we can get up and start flying around and testing with that one. And that also means we'll have gates too, so we can start practicing on gates.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready for some racing finally.
Yeah.
Now I have a purpose-built quad for it.
See, Rob. I think thing about Nick is that Nick has some natural talent. He has some. If you tune into his video feed and pay attention to the fine details, there's some talent there. There's some good-looking talent there.
I try to
And,
go fast sideways.
We can cultivate that talent.
Yeah, get some good footage from the side, huh?
Oh, the side shots? Dude, you caught that one shot where I was getting a side shot of Rob, and then it's like
I
somehow
came behind
caught
you.
that. Yeah, so it's like a drone taking a video of a drone taking a video of a drone taking a video. And that was like, oh, because so you just caught it perfectly. I was like, whoop, whoop. I was like, oh, so that's what it looks like. It looks bonkers.
It looks awesome.
It looks weird. It's like, how is it sideways and levitating in the air? But
Your quad was like sideways, like 90-degree angle to yours going down the street. And I'm like, I couldn't get that sideways because, I don't know, I'm just not that good. Phil's
It's just
pretty
a
good
big,
at it.
gigantic
Phil does
orbit.
have some skills, no doubt.
Okay. So I guess as far as that spec racer going, I think the spec racer and the build, our fleet is coming along nicely.
Yeah.
I think how are the Manny's racers going? I think Big Manny and Little Manny.
I don't know. We're gonna have to check in on them. I know. So Manny's quad is still up, but he's not running all spec parts.
Oh, is he flying the Rooster right now?
I know he's flying the Rooster right now. He has his Mongoose with him. I just don't know.
Oh, not the. I mean the Mongoose. Yeah, I
Yeah.
keep getting the two mixed up.
Yeah, I don't know what he's flying right now.
Oh, okay.
Something
so his
quiet.
Mongoose is built.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. It's up and flying.
Okay. All
I
right.
think he actually flew at
So
the
he's actually
the OC race.
So he's actually ahead of us then, huh?
Kind of.
He's ahead of
Plus
me
or
for
minus.
sure.
Technically, everyone's at the same level.
That's true. So we'll get that
When
spec
you look at
racer
the
running,
even
and
playing
like I
field.
think our
until
spec racer
we all
program-
race out here together,
Yeah.
then we'll see where everyone lines up.
Yeah. Exactly.
There's no competition.
Oh,
We're
there
all-
is.
we're all
I'm,
holding
I'm very
hands.
very
We're all holding
competitive.
hands, and we're all just gonna be stroking each other's egos
Oh,
and
man.
stroking each
I'm
other's.
gonna knock you out of the air, Nick.
Okay, so
What's your VTX channel? I'm bringing a spare
that,
VTX.
That happened at the race. People plugged in on other people.
What?
No.
Like Team Power Drone.
yeah.
I think they were still flying, like their kid team or whatever, the young
yeah,
kids.
the junior team. Yeah.
And
fast
someone
team,
like
though.
plugged in on them, and you could see both of them go like throw their hands up in the air.
Yeah.
They both crash. And I was like, ooh, that was a
Yep.
plug in on them. So shit happens.
Yeah.
Like,
Even
everywhere,
on race
no matter what.
days.
Even in like L.A. when there's suit and tie
Mm-hmm.
people in charge.
It seemed like, yeah. We'll get into that. But okay, the next topic we got here is the multicam videos. We'll just cut this one a little bit short, but guys, we got some great videos.
Yeah, I haven't got to see all of it, but
We've
it
got
does look
some
pretty good.
really good looking videos.
It's on YouTube.
They're on our YouTube
We'll
site.
have to look.
After Dark FPV.
Been busy.
Mhm. I mean, like, honestly, I think the best way to take this in is, it's honestly like, just play it on the background. Like, it's a little bit much to take on as like focused, and honestly, I lose attention trying to watch like an FPV video like the whole way through. So what I do is I just put on my own music. I put on the FPV After Dark FPV playlist, the Chase playlist. I just put that on loop, and dude, it is so enjoyable because like there's so many small moments that you catch from multiple angles, like just a car driving by and you see it from 3 different angles, and then you see the other drones LEDs and flying around, and it's like I wonder what it's like from that perspective, and then you see that perspective, and
Yeah.
it's
No,
it's
that's
good
pretty
stuff.
rad.
So one of our friends, he does a lot of. He's a photographer and he does video and whatnot, so editing.
Mhm.
And so I showed him. I think he had a. I don't know if it was Inspire or something. He had a big drone before.
Oh yeah.
But he didn't know about like racing quads, so I was showing him the videos,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, this is awesome!"
Mhm.
And so then I showed him After Dark FPV,
Mhm.
and he's hooked. They just sit and watch it. They're like, "Oh, this is awesome."
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. Look at
But
that.
actually, I throw it up on my big TV at home,
Mhm.
so 57 inches,
I actually
and everyone's just like, "What is this?" And it looks so good on there.
Oh,
we,
It
we,
looks
we got
so
some
good on there.
subscribers from the race too.
Yeah?
I
Are you
told them we got a
serious?
podcast. Like, what, you guys got a podcast?
Hell
And they're
yeah!
like, they're like, dude, no, we need to tune into that. So yeah.
Oh, lovely,
So, yeah.
absolutely lovely.
it's
Shout out to
coming
all
out.
the XDC people who talked to Robbie out there.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so awesome. So that's out there. Check it out, guys. Check it out. It's good stuff. AfterDarkFPV.com.
We're getting better.
The YouTube. It's all out there. Okay, and the next thing right here. Let's dive into it. So Rob went out to XDC. I heard Rob was going out to Vegas for one thing, and then
Yeah.
Clash of Drones. I was like, yeah, blah 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 blah. The only thing that's out in Vegas is XDC, and then
No.
Clash of Drones is XDC.
Yes.
Apparently,
That's what
And
they
I-
renamed it as. I don't know, to give it a name.
Okay, all right. Naming all that, and then and then XTC is the big Vegas race. I mean, they
Yeah, it
hold
was-
it like on
it was
top
big.
of the pool of Caesars last time.
Oh,
and then,
I didn't see last year's.
It
but
seemed
this
like
is-
this time was an indoor.
Yeah, this was in its own little facility. It was really nice.
Yeah, smoky, dark lights and
Yeah,
fire
they had
and
lights
everything.
and lasers.
How was
smoke
the race?
machines.
Tell us all about it.
Okay. Well, so I actually went to Vegas for a friend's wife's birthday party,
Mhm.
and we actually stayed at Bally's, which was next. Like, I literally walked out of the hotel, walked through like an employee parking lot, and then into the Clash of the Drones. Like, I
Well, that
walked
makes
just
it really
through like
easy.
chain
Nice.
link
That
fences,
That
and
makes
I
it
went
so
right in.
convenient. Yeah.
It was perfect. I didn't have to even walk. I didn't even go to like the less than a block.
Nice.
So I rolled in. It was like a pretty big sized building, and it was all set up. I think it was like sponsored by DJI.
Oh.
So constantly they had like DJI commercials running, which was a little annoying. But
Is
you
that
got-
the one was like one face,
Yes.
one voice? I
Yeah.
heard that on the live stream.
Yeah. So
How many
constant-
hours?
So,
Oh my
so
gosh.
what? I
One
mean, no.
face.
I'll give.
You know
it to-
they're
voice.
hypnotizing you. You guys
Yeah.
are definitely gonna buy some DJI
Well,
stuff. I
I
promise.
okay, here
Yeah.
we go. Here's what we're gonna do. I have DJI gear. Okay.
See, they
So,
got you. They
shout
got
out,
you.
Shout out to them. But honestly, they still have a lot of work to do as far as like actual racing stuff. So here's what happened. Not to like throw a little bit of mud that direction, but what they did for this race was they gave all of the team spectators the headsets. But as you know, the
Oh.
headsets don't have high latency or don't have
Low
don't have
latency.
low latency. They're pretty
That's
high
like the
latency.
laggy.
So
Yeah,
so basically they just have them so that when you see the object, you do a brand recognition. But if you look, all the actual pilots that are really flying,
yeah.
they're using
Real
Fat
goggles.
Sharks, they're using goggles, whatever. But they gave all the teams like, here, use this or hold it. And so basically, they were having like troubles. Or like, why do I have to even watch through this or whatever it was, and
Oh really?
yeah,
Like some people just didn't get it.
yeah, like so basically like coaches or team managers
Oh,
or
I
whatever
see,
would use it to
yeah.
watch their team
Yeah.
as they're flying through. But like honestly, that was about it.
It looked like some of the quads didn't even have lights on them.
So some of the quads, I mean, so the event being like an open quad kind of situation, I think
Oh, yeah,
brought a little
yeah.
bit of like a little bit of mix up as far as
Yeah,
like
that's
lights
true.
not
Yeah.
working, or sometimes like I don't know anything about this, so I don't want to like be like, oh yeah, I know. So I don't know if they like originally were like, hey guys, you need to have a certain number of LEDs or anything.
Mhm.
I don't know about any of that. Okay, so like some of the quads I did see with no LEDs on them. Some of them I saw LEDs. Like I think it was open, so they were actually
Yeah.
running 5-inch. I hung out. So wild thing. So I was like in the spectator area, just like kind of walking around. And I was like, this is kind of lame.
You can just walk in.
So I basically just walked through the middle of their like production stage
right?
into the back, and then I went to their pit
the
area.
pilots
I was
area,
just
just
hanging out,
hang
and I was
out,
just like,
yeah.
no one said no, and I just walked right through. So then I saw like Serge from
Yeah.
Pyroflip. I saw Ivan. He does the Envy Astro guy.
Oh yeah.
So he was there with, I guess, his team from Texas. He's from
Yeah,
Texas.
the Flight Club guys.
Yeah. And so basically kind of like saw some familiar faces. The best basically part of this whole thing was the guy Lunchbox FPV. He's
Oh,
got
yeah.
a bearded guy. He looked kind of like our Randy, honestly. Kind of like our Randy, basically, what he looks like. I saw him and I was like, do I like say hi? I've messaged him and he's seen my like post on Instagram and like
Mhm.
I've seen him, but like we've never really like actually said anything. Like
Mhm.
yeah, but I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm here killing time because the group I'm there with, they're all hungover in their hotel.
Mm.
And I'm like, I gotta kill time till like 10 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock, at night. Like I just got hours to kill. So I'm walking around. So I was like, you know what? I'll just say hello, introduce myself. And sure enough, his name's Jason. I don't want to blow him up or anything, but super nice guy. Like he had time to like chit chat. Unfortunately, their team, it was Team Canada. I don't know exactly where they placed, but they didn't hit podium. So they had some issues and whatnot. But like honestly, their team, there's some younger guys and everything. They all had fun. Like, everyone had fun. They're like,
is that where they're from? The Lunchbox group? the
yeah, they're
team?
from like Montreal.
Canada? Oh, okay.
Or Quebec, Canada, I believe.
Okay, okay.
I'm not super certain. I was not paying attention.
I see.
But they super nice team. And so basically, I started talking to them. They were like, Like, so, you know, after a while, they're like, hey, you can hang out in our pit if you want. Like, and I was like, oh, cool. And so they pull up a chair, and then, like, after they, like, basically lost, like, you know, they were out of their, out of the qualifying final rounds or whatever. They're like, oh, well, we had fun, everything. He's like, I'm going to go get some beer. You want to go? I'm like, all right, let's get some beer. So we went and got beer, and then I started chit-chatting with them, and then, like, you know, then we started talking about a bunch of stuff, like car things and, like, just, you know, all kinds of stuff. And like, just super nice guy. And then, you know, sure enough, he's like, dude, just grab my number. Like, you know, I'm actually going to see Nurk since he's out here.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, if maybe
Nurk
for
is
the
out here
area.
for DRL, I think. DRL LA.
Yeah, maybe if you're, you know, like, if you're in the right area, like, let me know. And then we start talking more and more. And he's like, dude, I'm going to come out. I want to see, like, some cool stuff and all this stuff. And so I was like, all right. So, again, this week he's going to come out. I'll figure out the date and time, and then maybe we could do some flying. We'll do whatever.
Let me know.
Is.
Dude.
Yeah. So,
That makes
but
me
again,
excited.
super nice guy. Like, he had time to, like, chit chat with me. Like, I talked to other people there, and some people were in their, like, race mode, and, like, there's like, meh. But he just seemed very genuine.
Someone
very,
crashed.
Someone just got
Like, very
stuck in a
chill, and so I was just, like, pretty excited about that, and like, super nice guy. So I literally, like, they're sleeping in their RV right now in Vegas because I'm sure they got no sleep as well. And it was funny. I was walking with my buddy that kind of organized the event, and we're walking through, like, Caesars, that, like, this, like, hallway, the Venetian hallway thing, and sure enough, I see Lunchbox, his fiance, the crew racers. I'm like, Robbie! and he's just, and my buddy, he's like, dude, what the hell? You've been here for like an hour. All of a sudden, everyone knows you in Vegas. And I'm like, well, that's my crew, man. Like, you know.
That's the
That's the
FPV
FPV.
life.
Yeah, and it's just
That's
like
what
you got
happens.
buddies no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was super, like, it was just cool. And again, like, that's all it's about. It's about friends and hanging out, having fun, and, like, it was just crazy. And I'm seeing people that, like, I've heard of that I, you know, don't know of. I saw Preston, race flight guy.
Yeah.
His dad was there. They were hanging out. We were all shooting the shit, talking about dumb stuff, and, like, it was just a fun time. Like, everyone, you know, everyone's, like, hooking each other up with parts they need and all this stuff after the race. And yeah, it seemed like it was a ton of fun. Like, you know, I don't know what, like, you know, organization was a little wild there, as any event is. So, like, I don't know, but
It seemed pretty wild as far as, like, the tech. Like, a
Yeah,
lot of
like-
screens. I
yeah, there was a
saw
lot of screens.
like-
There was a lot of stuff going on to make it happen, and it went well, I think, for as much stuff that had to go well for it to work. That's, like, all I can say, because, like, there's a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were trying to, like, prep other racers while people were racing, and then that's when, like, people actually plug in, or, you know, it was just
yeah,
so it was like it's a hard thing to organize. Like, that's really hard. And they had a whole camera crew, and they had, you know, like, that's a full on thing to do.
Yeah.
It's full on production. So, and it looked like, I mean, honestly, like, I'm sure they'll do it every year, and it'll always get better. You know, if they can use the same production crew or whatnot. But it seemed pretty decent. Like, it was pretty fun. So, and there was a lot of people there that I think, well, there's a couple people there that you could tell were into drones, and there was people that
Yeah.
were new to it.
Yeah.
And, like, I called some of them just suit jackets because that's what they were. They didn't know
Oh,
anything
really?
about drones,
Yeah.
but they were, like, ritzy. And I don't know if they, like, owned the building
They
or
were looking
what,
for
but they were, like,
investment
they were walking through,
possibilities,
like, they
yeah.
were very sooty, and I was
Uh-huh.
just like, just don't walk on any of the drones, because they were not paying attention. They were like, oh yeah, look at look at the lasers and stuff, and, like, you know, they couldn't tell heads from tails, but, like, they were checking it out. They were probably some investment.
That's the
people
ideal
or something.
DJI customer, man.
That's what. Yeah, exactly. So, but, like, it was just a ton of fun. Like, I mean, I don't know how much in depth I need to go about the rest of my Vegas shenanigans, but I basically got, like, no sleep. I got everyone into, like, the Paris rooftop party thing, and
Dang,
Yeah.
how come we didn't get an invite to this? Did you get one, Phil?
No,
Well,
not at all.
Man.
and it's not.
I must have lost. Must have gotten lost on the way to my
Yeah,
inbox.
I sent you guys on Facebook Messenger.
yes.
Oh.
Facebook Messenger. Yeah.
Yeah, don't ever
So-
message me on there.
Yeah, but the rest of the whole time was quite a blur. Lots of fun was had.
Well, dude, awesome. I
Yeah.
think next time around, maybe. I mean, Vegas is always a good location.
Dude,
to go
Vegas
to
is a good
for
time.
weekend.
Like, honestly,
And
it's
and I
close.
had a huge place to myself. I had a freaking, like, suite. Like, I could have housed a bunch of people. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and he dropped the ball.
And
I
Man.
I
Man. Oh.
I had no idea. It was
I mean,
just,
he's not thinking about it. He's just too
well, the dumb
focused.
part is I had that huge ass room and I literally used it for like 45 minutes for
Mm.
sleeping. And that was it. And then I had to leave. And then the worst part was apparently it was NASCAR weekend and I couldn't get like a later checkout. So I had to leave. Well, I had to leave at 11. I basically, all the girls I knew, they just put me up at their place and I just went and slept there to like get some more freaking sleep before I had to drive. Because literally I was driving and I was getting that like where you know that you're going to nod off.
Crash and
that's
burn.
And you're like,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
what I would do is like, as I would feel that, I would just roll the windows down. Like, oh, it's freaking cold. 40 degrees at 80 miles an hour. And then I'd roll the windows back up and I'm good for like another 20 minutes. And then it would like, I would get that like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
yeah.
time to roll the windows down. And so the whole time I was just like shocking my
Roll
body.
the windows down.
That is,
start
like, the worst way to
screaming and
drive.
shouting.
Dude, I
start
know.
Singing.
And I was just like, oh. And I was like, because I was like, I just want to get home and I want to sleep.
Yep. Yep.
And it took longer than it needed to. And then I only got like an hour of sleep once I got home, 45 minutes of sleep, and I'm here now.
It's good that
And
you
then
made
after
it safe,
this, I'm
man.
going to go back to sleep.
Glad you made it safe. I mean, shout out to the Lunchbox Canadian FPV
Yeah.
Lunchbox crew out there.
Dude, super nice
Jason
guys.
over
I'm,
there. I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
I'm excited to see them down here. I literally told them, I'm like, dude, I will house you. You can park your RV in front of my place. You can park your RV in front of my parents' place. Like, and then the cool part was I was talking to a couple of his friends that were with him, and all I said was super nice stuff too. They were like, I met him, and then I told him he could like park in front of my place, and same thing, just like really nice stories.
But you guys know Canadians, right? Canadians are usually the nicest
so
fucking
and that's
people
and that's
ever.
what, funny. That's
Yeah.
what other people said too.
No,
they're like, dude,
always.
you can't meet a mean Canadian.
That's like a double nice thing. It's like you're nice because we're both FPV and you're Canadian.
Yeah, so it was
And
just
they're
like a
always
win-win
sorry.
situation.
Sorry.
Feel sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, but just super nice guy. So
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know if he'll ever hear the podcast, but if he does, I just want to shout out Jason. He was just super nice guy. Like I'm just all about that. Like myself, like I try to take time for people. You know, even if I don't know them or whatever it is.
Got you, Manny.
Like, you know, like it's just one of those things. You take 5 minutes for someone else just to show a little respect, and like it's just cool. So I just really appreciate it. So.
Dude, for sure,
You know,
for sure.
he's a homie. I gotta buy some beer for him,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
hopefully we'll all see him.
Yeah,
you know,
it should
down
be
here.
it should be a good fun time if we all hang out, man.
Yeah. So I'll try to set it up best I can.
Nice.
I don't know exactly what day he'll be here, but his significant other, super nice chick. She's kind of like in charge of PR. He doesn't like talking on the phone or any of that kind of stuff. He's kind of like, when I'm working, I want to keep my phone away. And so he's like, dude, just message my lady. She'll take care of everything. And so I sent her a text on the way out. I was like, hey guys, like, let me know. And she's like, oh yeah, like, yeah, you'll be hearing from us. Like, I'll let you know what town
Cool.
we're coming at, and
Right on.
we'll make it happen. So
That'll be fun.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Team Velocidrone. I think they took second place. I just like Team because that's what I play the most. as far
Oh,
as
yeah,
Sims,
they were
and,
there. So they were live streaming on Twitch. Did you see that?
I did see it, but I think I thought I checked the Twitch stream and then I checked the live.mgp stream.
Oh, okay.
And the MGP stream was a little bit faster, so that's the one I went to.
There you go.
but,
Okay.
No. But yeah, I don't know who actually. I think probably Chase or no Kobe Curtola. He actually made the map, and then he had it like. I think he had it like the weekend of or the night of.
Did he make
before
it
the race.
Velocidrone?
Yeah, he made the map in
Oh,
Velocidrone.
dude, you should be hitting it in Velocidrone.
And like I
all
was
night.
literally like playing the Velocidrone map, watching the live stream, and like kind of doing a side by
Oh,
side
that's
thing.
cool.
And,
Yeah, like it was fun. Like honestly, like one of the guys from the Canadian team was flying a 3-inch.
Oh yeah.
In
on
the race.
on the track. Oh,
Really?
In the
no, I
race.
mean, it's an indoor type
yeah.
track.
Dude,
yeah,
he was
mean,
killing it out there. And I was
absolutely.
like, dude, because the funny part was we were talking about it. God, I don't know. I can't remember his first name, but I want to say his racer name is Nailed It or Nailed Up or
I think
something.
I've seen that.
Nailed It, I
Yeah.
think. Super nice guy. Same thing. Part of Jason's crew. Really nice guy. Like, had time to talk to people. Just super cool. And he was telling me he was rocking this 3-inch, and I saw it when I was in the spectator area. I was like, dude, there's someone's flying like a micro. This is awesome. And he's like telling me, he's like, dude, you're rocking a 5-inch, and you're trying to get laps. So, and I'm like thinking too, I'm like, what happens when you nick a gate? You go down and you're done. You don't
Do
make
that
any more
yacht
laps.
spin. Mhm.
He's finding that little tiny thing. Dude, the gates are like
They're
an
giant.
8-lane freeway and you're on a tricycle. Dude. You
Yep.
got space for days. And I'm
I
like,
like
dude,
that. I
if
like that.
I was to like register for an event like this and you're allowed, dude, kill it out there with a 3-inch or something, you know, like if
Or
you had
4-incher,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, a little 4-inch. Just something to like reduce the size because you're going like it didn't look like there was really. I mean, yeah, there was a race for time, but the biggest race that I can see was a race to complete laps.
Yep.
And that's all you need to do.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just get from the beginning to the finish. It doesn't matter what, it doesn't matter how, but just do it, and that's what will win you. At least podium, at least first
Absolutely.
or third
Hey,
place.
I'm using a Phantom. maybe a
They
Spark.
didn't say you couldn't, right?
Right?
Just do the GPS
Yeah,
coordinates on
we're set. I'm not crashing. Just as
Obstacle
long as you can
avoidance.
finish
just
before me.
800 waypoints, and then
So yeah, so it was just kind of interesting. Like, you know, I found it weird that it was so open to use whatever kind of drone and whatnot. So I was just like, huh, if someone really bent the rules here, you know, how, you know, if you're really killing it and you had a 3-inch, I think you'd be murdering it out there. It was just so tight. There was no
I see.
5-inch. I was watching, so I went up and walked behind everyone as they're flying. And, you know, they have race rates, so you want to have pretty good resolution on your throttle.
yeah.
Dude, no one was going past half throttle.
Yeah.
And they're high resolution, so you know, like, that's not like our half throttle where
Right.
half throttle is
Oh,
just
yeah.
like a little
They're
bit.
just
Like,
feathering it.
they're just, dude, they're barely on
barely
it.
feathering
Like,
it.
barely on, because the track is so tight.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
So did they know how big the area was going to be before they
don't-
got there?
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, because if I was in their situation, dude, there was a baby hawk. I think a guy rocked a baby hawk. You would kill with the baby. Like, if
Yeah.
you practice with a baby hawk,
Put the
and
2.5 inch props on there.
True. If you practice and
if you
you're
practice
fucking
with a baby hawk
fast
and
with
you
the
were
baby
just
hawk,
fast with a baby hawk, you would have killed it out there.
Yeah.
So, like, again, interesting. Well, what I've heard was there was a couple 5-inches that knocked out a 3-inch. So that's kind of a bummer thing, because if you're flying a 3-inch and a 5-inch bumps you, you know
You're
you're
done.
done.
Yeah.
You're not gonna. It's not an equal bump there.
With
That's,
the
five
that's
inch
a
is
bus.
quad.
That's a bus and a motorcycle. Like,
Yeah,
that's-
yeah.
One of them is not going to be on the road again.
Oh,
So-
wow. That's like another whole strategy right
Yeah.
there.
So
man.
again, so I don't really.
Just put
You
some
know-
bumpers on it.
I mean, yeah. Put the cage
Seriously.
on it.
Yeah.
If it's about
No, that's what I'm saying.
if it's about finishing the race, make it so your quad's not going to break.
Yeah. And there
Until everyone's good enough to finish, and then
Yeah.
then pull them off.
Yeah. So I saw, like, you know, you could flip your drone back over. You could, you know, turtle it. You can get back on the
Nice.
course. You could fly more. I honestly didn't watch more like the competitive last rounds, because that's when I was in the back of the pit just hanging out with everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I watched like the preheats or the qualifying laps and
Yeah, yeah.
whatnot, but like, I don't know. It was kind of one of those things. I'll just say I didn't care. We had beers in the back.
It's
you know?
well, it's. I mean, drone racing is a hard spectator sport,
And that's what
especially.
it was funny, because some of the guys were like, dude, we're the racers and we don't even know who's winning right now.
Nope.
And I was like, yeah, that can happen. It's just, again, it's a lot to communicate to a lot different people, because you're trying to communicate to the crowd, but you're also trying to be like, you know, try to talk to, and it was a lot of like, it was like, you guys have 32 seconds left to do, and I'm like, how all of a sudden now the last thing you hear over the walkie-talkie is like, you have 32 seconds to get something done. So there was a lot of people that were like, well, my thing's not ready yet. Like, and you're like, oh, that's
Really?
kind of a bummer.
Like to get to the line and
To get
like
to the line, or to have your
whoa,
channel
okay, I
correct
see.
and to boot up, like all this kind of like, it sounded like it was a little bit. Again, anything event is very hard to
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
any
it's hard
type
on
of
both
race. I've
sides,
been to
yeah.
lots of different racing events, and
Yeah,
some
there's
people are
just-
really good at putting them on,
Yeah.
and some people aren't.
Yeah, and
But
it all
this
comes
is new,
down to-
right?
Yeah.
So
This,
It
I
just
think
take-
the second or
there's-
that's what I'm
third
saying.
year.
It's just going
It
to take
takes
a lot of
time. It takes
iterations for it
time.
to come through.
and then you have to get everyone else on the same page.
exactly.
too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you almost have to have a dress rehearsal for the race. Like,
That's what DRL does.
exactly,
Yeah.
and that's why they really don't have that many problems, because it's like, hey, you show up the day before. Hey,
Mhm.
these are your channels. Well, hell, DRL. I mean, they've got their drones, so they don't have to worry about any of that. It's
Well, DRL will like practice for like almost a day, 2 days straight on the track before they even like race on it. you
and
know?
it's more, and it looks more interesting to people because you've already got the hang of it, and you're going from not learning the track, but actually trying to compete against other people. You're going like, oh, where's the corner? You're going,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
I know where the corner's at.
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to beat that guy.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go faster than that guy. So I think it's a different
So I
level.
guess, like in a nutshell, would you say that team racing has a future?
I think team racing has future. I think it's
Oh,
cool.
I like team racing.
Yeah, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I think again, and that's the same thing. Like, I think there's a technique to all of it. But I think team racing, I would like to do that because I feel like it's I don't know, it's a little more technical, and I think like there's some like stuff that you could practice with your actual team, and to make you better. Like if we were to ever compete in something like that, like I feel like we would have a decent chance because we could practice as our guys out here. You practice battery changes, you practice the little tiny things are what make it. Like, when they're doing racing, you're worried about like 1 second on your lap time, but then when it comes down and you got to unplug and replug a quad, and that takes 5 seconds when it could take 3 seconds, you just ruined your whole top skill of racing the whole track and being that fast.
Yeah.
Little things.
Just it's those little things that can ruin everything.
Exactly.
Just one little mistake.
So, but all in all, like that event was super cool. I mean, it couldn't have gone. It did it the best it could, and it was really pretty.
It seemed like it was a success.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a success. It was super pretty. I mean, they could have used a couple sandbags here and there on some items. Like drones were hitting like some poles, and they would fall
Breaking
over.
through. Oh, okay.
So like
I see.
just some simple stuff here and
yeah.
there, and it just. And again, it's a lot. That's 1,000 things to manage.
Yeah.
There's no way that everyone's gonna be like, oh, I need some weight bags on this or whatever.
Only if you've like designed and held races before.
Yeah, you'll
did you
know. I mean, I only know this because I do like rigging and I do other stuff. The normal guy is just gonna try to do their job, I guess. But
all right. Well, to bring it into more local events, we've also got some racing going on here as far as like in our city and in our state. We've got some multi-GP regional qualifiers, and down in Orange County they have the OCMA club down there, and they just got their multi-GP official club thing, so they can hold a regional qualifier. But I'm not sure if this is confirmed. But in order to fly at OCMA, they fly at a park that you need to have an AMA card, so that's like $75 right there. And then you also, I'm not sure about this also, but you have to have an AMA card, but I'm not sure about this, but you also have to be a member of OCMA, which is like $100 membership per year.
Wow.
yeah,
Which,
it's quite the investment.
yeah, just to
Country
fly
club
at a
level right here.
race. I mean, I know things are a little bit fancy down there
maybe they
in
get
Orange
golf
County.
carts to pick up their quads when they crash them. Maybe we're missing something here.
Do they pick them up for you?
There's a caddy.
I think,
Yes.
drone caddy.
Jeffrey. the
Drone
caddy.
boy! Oh, drone boy!
He'll go collect balls and collect drones.
Yeah.
He'll go scout for lipos out there,
And then they have like a little tiny hoop camera on the caddy's head.
Yeah, you watch him,
basically
go get-
to the right, drone boy, to the right.
He's got a little like analog pad that shows your little arrows that light up when you tell him, and he just runs out there according to his little arrows.
Oh, things are wild in Orange County, man. Okay, all right.
Hey.
But I don't think if that's actually the case, I don't think I'll be flying down there. I was actually thinking of like, well, if they have, because they have a regional qualifier April 20th or something like that. But if you have to do all that just to fly at a regional qualifier race, that's not very cool. I mean, it's not.
It's a lot of hoops to jump through.
Yeah.
It's a big investment.
It is. I mean, I kind of get it. They want to foster more local,
Serious people.
local flyers.
Yeah.
They don't want people from out of town coming in, swooping in, and taking all the qualifier spots and then doing that. I kind of get it, but still, that cost barrier is a little bit bonkers. Like $100
Yeah,
a
it's a
year?
little.
For what?
Yeah, one of those things. Like, honestly, I don't know the specifics, and I know clubs need income to support them, which is okay. But yeah,
But
I can't.
$50, not $100.
Exactly,
I
that's what I'm
mean,
saying. I could see like $50 from every member, like help pay for, their
Gates, all that
equipment, the
stuff, the
gates and
normal,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I understand because it's ongoing. You buy the equipment, and you'll have upkeep and whatnot. But I don't know. It does sound a little steep, unfortunately. Like, it's just
someone
so
from
much.
OCMA will probably
poo-poo us.
hear
That's
about
fine.
this
Whatever.
eventually, and
Well, I mean, it's just it's just a little. Who knows? Everything could be arbitrary. We don't know. So there could be some ins and outs that we don't know.
that's true.
So-
I could just be completely wrong.
Do you guys
Yeah.
know anyone who's flown out there?
Manny's flown there
Manny
once.
has.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, we'll talk to Manny later.
Yeah. We'll find out. So, if that OCMA event doesn't work out as far as regional qualifier, the next closest one that I know of is in Bakersfield in early
Yeah.
May.
I think I drove by that today.
Yeah, on the way to
Yeah.
Vegas. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
When you see Bakersfield being like 100 miles away
Yeah,
from
you're
you, you're like,
halfway
oh,
there.
thank God I'm getting close.
Almost home.
Yeah. Man, that was a long
Only time you're
bleaky
happy
day.
to see Bakersfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Well, dude, I mean, don't poo-poo Bakersfield because X-Hover's out there, and I think Rotor Riot has just rented out a studio over there too.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
well,
so-
luckily you can't see eye roll here.
It's eye rolling so hard right now, so hard. So that's down in May, and I'm wondering if anyone here would like to do like a Bakersfield trip.
Well, I'm in.
Yeah,
It would be fun to do like an Airbnb, rent it
Yeah.
out, have a
Oh,
loop house. And
I
all
might
that
have
stuff.
an option for us.
Oh, another
Yeah?
option.
Yeah, Sprinter vans.
Oh, dude.
I got the hookup.
That's
I
right.
got the
Dude,
hookup.
way.
we're going to
Yep.
be rolling in
No,
style.
I'm gonna
Drone
I know.
van,
I'm gonna
man.
talk to him because if we can get a group together,
Yeah.
he's got a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah.
So we
No
can
way.
get
We
like
we can
a
probably
group
grab
package.
two
Yep.
Sprinter vans. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Dude, I'm so
We
down.
got one van, and we got another van.
Oh,
and
dude,
we got
that'd
a
be
whole
some epic.
swarm of drones
That'd
flying
be-
around.
So when I was driving back again today, I saw that rundown water park off the 15.
yeah, that's everybody
Oh.
and
does a
everyone
video
flies
there.
that.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
they installed another chain link fence in front of it.
Just to make it a little bit harder.
Yes.
Wow.
Because it looks new to me.
It-
This chain link fence looks pretty
Yeah.
new. I mean, if you were
That
ballsy,
spot kind of blew up though. I think.
yeah, it's the spot's blown up. Honestly, like let's not point any names here, but we got some spot blower uppers here. Well, no, they left already. But we got spot blower uppers, don't we, Nick?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't want to put people on blast,
I'm
but
not gonna tell you guys all my spots.
Well-
Well, some of you.
no, what?
You-
it's
you
not,
guys.
It's not that.
The
it's
inner
that, like-
circle.
yeah, but it's one of those things like when you guys have spots for like your friends and buddies to fly at. Maybe
Oh, the honey holes.
just maybe
You're talking about the honey holes.
don't throw it like online for like the general public to see. How about that? Like, don't throw a Craigslist ad and put your home phone number on it. Okay, like that's all.
This might be a little bad, but I just go by this rule. Like, I have like the spots that are closest to me that I'll fly the most often.
Yeah.
Like small parks that are just quiet. And
Yeah,
no one
yeah,
else.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
those are my honey holes. I
Yeah.
don't tell anybody about those honey holes. And
Yeah,
then like
well, 'cause
the
again-
spots that are in different cities, I was like, I'll blow those up because I don't really care.
Yeah, but it's just because you don't. Again, you have your spot, and you don't want someone like rolling up and causing havoc, and then now all of a sudden every time you go there you can't fly because the ranger knows of you or the park, whatever it is, and it's just kind of a bummer. So
It's true,
anyways,
it's true.
try to remember
Keep
that
those
for your
honey holes
friends
honey.
and family out here. If you got like a cool spot that they gave you, maybe think twice before you blow it up or whatever, or maybe ask for permission. Like, oh, hey guys, I know you told me about that really cool spot. Would you think it's okay to have everyone and their mother show up and maybe just do whatever they want there, and then see what they have to say, and go from there.
Dang, you seem like you're
Robbie's
pretty
a little
heated
bit,
over this.
Robbie's a little bit touchy
No,
about
I'm not
this.
heated. I'm heated for Nick. Okay. Like,
You know what? I have other spots. I'm not.
I know you
sweating
do,
it.
but
you know what?
it's a good practice
I
to
got to
learn how to do that, though.
fly there first, so it's all good.
No, I know, but you know what I mean. It's just a little bit about like etiquette or respect or something. It's just
Well, and
you
if
know.
you go to these spots that I tell you about, clean up after yourself.
yeah,
That's-
don't leave messes
yeah.
either.
Yeah,
Pick up your
always clean up.
trash. Pick up your broken
Sometimes
prop.
I just like clean up trash as I'm coming out, but again, like I was a Boy Scout and like I was brainwashed
Mhm.
to like pick up trash on the way out, anyways. So. We try not to like make messes wherever we are. There's trash cans wherever, there's trash cans right here. We throw away stuff. So, and everyone should. So, again, just like state parks, like I used to go camping as a kid. I honestly think it was like $6 to go camping.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
go camping now, it's like $40.
There's a
Oh,
wait
it's
list.
expensive. Yeah.
And like,
There's a wait
and
list.
their
It's,
excuse on this was, again, stuff does go up, but they're one of the like, I don't know, the excuse I kind of hear is like, they need more management. They need more stuff to like clean up messes, basically.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh,
Don't worry, this Trump administration is wholly behind the National Park Services.
they're gonna clean up the mess.
I think tons of money is going into it. So.
Oh, I'm sure tons of money's going
Tons of-
somewhere. All
But
right,
yeah, the parks.
We're derailing
the parks,
here.
we need to clean up after ourselves, especially after these parks. They're nice looking parks. And
Yeah.
stuff. But okay, so yeah, that's the honey hole spots, and
Yep.
as far as like events go, we'll see how as soon as Bakersfield's in May. We'll soon get into that pretty quickly. One other thing that I wanted to talk about is that it's not all just about racing. Is that this crowd is actually pretty well balanced between people who want nothing to do with racing, like zero nothing to do
Yeah.
with racing, like full freestylers, and then people who are like, their blood starts pumping when they start thinking about racing. I'm
Yeah.
kind of like that. So, like I see the schedule and calendar of events, and I'm like, I'm getting I get pumped up. I start thinking about builds. I start thinking about practicing and the gates and all that stuff. But some people just don't even care, and I think I'm wondering somehow to blend the two trips together so that like
you
I'd
can do
like
racing
to,
and fun.
and like a fun freestyle trip.
Yeah.
Which, if we do the sprinter bands, we
You
get
can go
that
wherever you
freedom
want.
to
Yeah.
go anywhere.
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
You could take the Spirit Van. We could just look up cool stuff, and we'll just make a couple little pit stops.
This
Yeah.
could.
So
okay,
we can make
okay.
this work.
Yeah,
All right,
no,
all
it'd,
right,
be a,
all right.
it'd be a fun little trip.
All
I
right,
would be
all
up
right,
for
all
it.
right. We're gonna
Some
start.
of them have solar
We're gonna
too.
start bundling
Yeah.
them. They're gonna be set up steelways. Are they
Oh,
are
yeah.
they steel Mr. Steel bands?
These are
they
steel edition sprinter vans.
hand
Oh,
built by
God.
Mr. Steel?
So they're what, $90,000 if they're Mr. Steel edition? Is there a
Fucking
fuzzy-
Lamborghini, I
is
know,
there a
right?
mustache on
yeah,
the
yeah, there's a
That's the emblem
is
on
it
the
a
front.
lift? All right. We're
mustache
burning
on
enough
there.
people tonight.
All right. So we're
We all
gonna get
know
into
who we're
that.
talking
We're gonna
about.
make an event right there. And so just before this podcast, Nick actually was calling around. He gave me a call. He gave Rob a call, and he actually installed Butterfly.
Yeah, I was a little busy when he called me.
Yeah,
I
you were
literally
you were
had, like-
leaving Las Vegas.
Well, yeah. Well, no. The first time a bunch of
Oh,
ladies
maybe
just
you were.
busted in the, busted. I was like, Nick, I gotta go. And then I was like, I'll call you back, okay? You had
But-
no idea. You just heard like screaming women in the background. But yeah, tell us.
Yeah, no. So yesterday I was watching. I don't know. I was bored. I started watching some videos and I saw this butterfly pop up, and I didn't know anything about it.
Uh-huh.
And I think Kebab posted something on Instagram, and I'm like, that video just looks sick.
Our boy
So
Bob.
I don't know
Yeah.
why, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, you know what? I might as well just try it. So I
Mhm.
called Robbie, and I'm like, hey, have you heard about it? He's like, yeah, but
I have the configure on my computer.
yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah,
You got
and
that far.
I heard it's kind of like an edited version of what I'm running or something. Because it's I don't know if it uses Kalman filters or what.
Yeah. Kalman,
I think
It
that's
does.
the one thing about
It does.
Butterfly is the Kalman filters.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and that's what I'm rocking, and honestly, I love it.
So yeah,
So
I set up.
kudos.
I installed the configurator on my computer as well, and then I couldn't flash it for some reason, so I called Coach Dabs over here.
Call it coach.
And he got me squared away. So updated. I think it's 3.4 on there.
Did you use a boot button or did you use a
Boot button. Oh yeah, I was. Oh yeah.
Impulse RC
Uh,
No, no, no.
fixer?
FYI, guys.
Yeah.
it's,
GTUF mode?
Phil will
depress,
just
depress the boot button
Plug it in.
as you're plugging in the USB,
Yep.
and then let go of the boot button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured when it was time to flash, go ahead and hit that button.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no. It's like one of those things. It's basically like a I don't know.
Well,
It's
a
like
little more
pin.
old
it's
school,
a pin.
yeah.
It's old school. That's how they used to do it back in the day. You'd have to hold. I remember using like Lux boards, and they had a little button on there.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I
Those
had to, like,
eye-shaped boards.
yeah, I had to like flash something. You'd use that little button and you'd plug it in. So
Mm-hmm.
again, I had a little, you know.
So I got it all set up.
Yeah. Have you flown it,
Nope. About to find out.
dude? Make
Hey,
sure
I
props are in
armed
the right
motor.
direction.
Props are going the right direction.
Okay.
Motor's
Wait,
armed.
Did you
Not
living room
turtle
hover
mode?
it?
No. I didn't even put props on it.
So one of my quads, I need to put props on it too. Yeah. I honestly wanted to try to fly my whoop in the casino floor,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I
But
would
I
not do that.
but I didn't have anyone to spot me.
Yeah, I know.
And
They
I'd
would
just be flying by myself.
someone
and
could
then
just
someone would
yank
just
you so
pack me.
hard, yeah.
Yeah, and then my quad would just get lost and I'll
Mhm.
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so maybe.
Or security
next
could just
time.
come up
I
Or
would not
security.
do that there. I
They
would
probably
do,
wouldn't like
do
that.
that in Laughlin. You'll have no
yeah,
problem.
Laughlin would be okay. Actually, yeah.
no problem. There's like 3 cops.
No, yeah, like the state line where they have like I went to the state line and they have a casino, dude. It's just like a bunch of dying people there. You could do it there.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I
You
know.
can fly a mini quad around that little roller coaster thing they have in Laughlin, isn't it?
Yeah, it's funny. There's a roller coaster in Vegas at the I don't know. There's a
The
roller coaster.
Stratosphere?
No,
Tall
there's
one?
one that's like outside.
Oh, there's one in New York.
Yeah, the New York.
Yeah.
Okay, so the girls were staying at New York,
Yeah.
and I was in their like hotel room, and it's funny. Every like 45 seconds, you could hear the roller coaster go by, and you hear all the people scream. So we're just like chilling there, and it's like, ah! You're like, and she's like, this is so stupid.
They paid for that room.
Yeah, they did.
They get entertainment.
Go,
How
go,
often
go,
does
go,
it
go,
come
go,
by?
go.
6 minutes.
But yeah, they had like adjoining rooms, so like all the girls were all just like that. Let me tell you, if you've never been in a hotel room with 9 girls, like you've never seen the depths of hell. How about that? They are wild. Like the things that you hear, you just can't unhear. How about that?
Well, you showed us all the videos, so.
Yeah, it's just it's like chugging and like, dude, it's ridiculous.
Chugging what?
I think that's mimosas. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Anyways, guys.
Well, it sounds like you had a good time in Vegas.
It's all right. 7 out of 10
alright,
trip
it's
advisor.
alright. Hang out with some chicks.
Yeah.
Watch some drone racing.
It was all right. All right.
All right, it sounded like it was a pretty good time if you ask me.
I could have used more sleep, so 9 out of 10.
Oh, man. Okay, let's go on over, and let's just wrap it up. I don't think there's much more, but let's just wrap it up for just some notable videos. Oh, I just want to talk about this one video that I saw from JCFPV. Basically, it's a bunch of guys. They're in a truck, and they're driving alongside of a train, and they're flying quads.
Is this new?
I saw this.
It's pretty new.
It's pretty.
And they're flying quads, and I think JC is like flying around the train doing the usual acro.
Uh-huh.
He does the Nurk. He goes into one of the cars,
Of course.
and then he
Got
crashes
naked.
in there, and he's
Oh,
upside
yeah.
down. And so the truck is chasing, and the truck has to like speed up and catch him.
To keep up with videos.
Yeah. And then they're telling him,
Turtle mode?
turtle. He turtles it around, flopping, finds like the doorway, and he's like able to like get it out and fly it out of there. He sees the truck coming up, but like the battery dies, and the truck just runs over the drone and just goes straight static after that. So it's like it was so fucking dramatic, dude. So
Dang.
I
it's
think
like,
he only had DVR. I think.
yeah, only DVR. Yeah.
Oh, did it? Was he not having a GoPro, or did he crush the GoPro?
I
Who
only
knows?
saw the DVR. I don't know.
Got it.
I was like watching this. I was like, this is gonna be bad. This is
Yeah.
bad. And then it was really bad. I thought he was just gonna get stuck in the train and it was
Yeah.
gonna be gone.
Yeah.
I realized it was gonna get run over.
Right? That was like the extra plot twist,
Yeah.
right? Is that what that was? That's what I worry about.
He made it.
That's why I worry about with you guys. When we were flying like 3 up behind the freaking V8,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
worried about tapping one of you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Somehow it going underneath the car and then
That-
it getting ran over, and
Yep.
then I'm like, oh, dude, that's my bad,
Yep,
guys.
yep.
You know, like
That's,
you know what I
uh,
mean? Like you could tap each other and you hit the ground, you roll over, whatever. But I feel like if I tap you, you get ran
Sometimes-
over by a bus or a car. Yeah, you know, that's my bad.
You know
or
what?
whoever
Though?
taps you bad.
We've flown with each other quite a
Yeah.
bit now,
Yeah.
and so we kind of know each other's tendencies, and we
Yeah.
actually talk to
Yeah.
each other a little bit
Oh,
as
yeah.
we're
Yeah,
like going.
yeah.
Around you guys, I always try to like go under you, so I'm like, hey, I'm going under, so like
Yeah.
stay up.
Yeah.
So communication's key.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Exactly. And like any team, like a production team, a filming team, dude. If you like, I got close into that kind of thing when I would do like rigging work. They would have teams that would roll up with their like freaking K-Man or whatever, and they would,
Oh, yeah.
dude, they'd have a dude in the trunk. He'd be talking to everyone. They've got the camera guy. They've got the driver. They've got a production.
They're all hooked up on
or
comm.
They're all hooked up on comm. They've got a guy, a picture guy who wants to see a certain thing, and they've got an operator, and they're all working. Same thing. They're like, you know, we've got the subject in frame. What do you want to see? The movements you want to see. The driver needs to go faster or slower. To like, same thing. Same thing as what we do. We're just the like Little Tykes version.
I think we need to start filming commercials out here.
Dude.
The-
The shots are looking
I'm,
good.
I'm thinking yes.
We're getting
we
some
have the
good-looking
spot.
Shots. Yeah. And this road is like, I don't know, it's just a nice curved shape. It's
Yeah.
well lit. It's empty, and it's like
That
just
photo you
enough
took, by
space.
the way,
Hmm.
it's very nice.
Oh yeah, that one right there,
Dude.
right? Yeah, right.
Dude, that thing is like CGI nice.
I have to see this.
You haven't seen it?
No. Where's
Dude,
it at?
It's on
Is
the
it on the
IG.
website?
Yeah, it's on the Instagram.
Here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, go on your Instagram.
I'm going.
The photo is very impressive.
It's from
Like,
the DSLR. It was like
Yeah, no,
It's-
but dude, like you just,
just
hit the right
imagine-
settings.
yeah,
like,
it's like
dude,
right on the
tell me
curve.
what you think
and
about
then
this.
it's,
Just look at this right now. Bust this out. You want to see?
and it's framed up really nice because it just catches that band just about
Yeah.
nice.
No, dude,
and like
this-
for me in my
Right there.
mind, I
It's
just
on that.
kind of
Look at the photo,
imagine
man.
I can just see
Oh,
drones
dang.
Right?
just kind of
Isn't
like
that-
flowing
liking
down
it.
there. Just
Holy
imagine
shit.
LED
Isn't that a
lights.
sick ass
you know?
photo? Dude, like when you're imagining the street, you can see the street there, right? Like, isn't that
picture tells words.
yeah,
It
like
does.
that's what I'm saying. Like again, I'm no like artist person, but that picture is fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah. It captures it. It captures.
does.
Like
Good-
just the
good-
the quietness
shit,
of
sir.
the ride.
Good
like,
shit.
Well, thank you, Marcel. Thank you.
Right, Nick? Tell me what you see.
Dude, it's awesome.
A wonderland,
Our
right?
street is just like lit up just perfectly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's how I see it.
But that's how I
That's
see
how
it.
I see it when we're flying.
but I can never capture a picture of
No.
like the situation
No.
and it actually give you the proper light in the environment, so you can actually see what it is. It's a good photo, man.
That one
Honestly,
was,
we could-
long
you ha-
lens, the
if
zoom
you-
lens. That one.
If you have a spot on the website, that would be an awesome background too.
Yeah, yeah. I should.
Just saying. I'm just saying. You know.
Well, right now the background is just literally the video for that day.
yeah.
So it's like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
just
yeah.
kinda
But I'm
plain,
just
but
saying on like
but
another
yeah.
page. Oh, looks like all the guys are going to go look
It
for.
looks like we are
A
stuck
lost
in a
drone?
tree.
Someone's in a
Oh, in a tree. Do they? Do they
I
need
think-
a? Do you need a string? Yeah, of course.
honestly, this might be perfect
grab it out
timing.
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
let's,
think we're actually
let's
gonna
go
wrap
ahead
it,
and
yeah?
wrap it up. We're gonna wait. Who's Manny? Whose drone is it? Oh, it's
Oh,
Al's.
new guy.
Okay. Yeah, we have
See?
Oh, I
Al
see it.
Al,
Oh,
and,
there it goes.
he just popped
Oh.
out of the tree. Nice. We
Oh,
got
there
a
we
drone
go.
tree recovery,
See, it's nice.
and we're gonna go ahead and
It's
wrap
always
it
nice
up.
to have the new guy out here. You know, slowly but surely. You know, get all the
Yeah,
crew
yeah.
up.
That's the second one.
Yeah, there you go.
So we're gonna get Nick testing on Butterfly over
Yeah, I want to
here.
see it right now.
And
Let's
then
do it.
we're just going to be flying some other quads, getting some other chase shots, and I think we're also going to do a little bit more filming with that
Sun's
mean,
out, tits
mean
out.
V8. So I guess
Ooh.
what's out? Who's out?
No, I learned.
What's hanging out?
I learned that from the ladies. Sun's out, tits out.
Sun's out, tits out.
So there's literally a photo of me at like 7 o'clock in the morning when the sun came up. So my tits are out
Your
apparently.
tits were out.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the sun is out and the tits are out. And we're going to go enjoy some flying, right? I guess for me, for Phil, that's bye-bye.
Yep. For Robbie, I'll see you guys later. Get some sleep, everyone.
All right, everybody, stay powerful.
Have a good one, guys. Peace.
Wait,
I don't know.
he was
Hold
doing
on.
ecstasy.
Yeah. Robbie went to Las Vegas and he did ecstasy. And for I think like 2.5 days, he did ecstasy with all of the world's best FPV pilots. The 2018 XVC. You know, why is it that every time a truck comes out here and every RC car comes out here, they only survive for about less than an hour? I mean,
Because it's an off-road vehicle and it's supposed to be in the dirt.
that's the problem. You know, actually, that's actually not. That's actually.
It is because